What is going on, guys? Robert from Robert's here with a new video for you guys, and today's video is brought to you by the letter F for fanboy, because he likely won't like what I have to say and will likely dismiss the evidence that I'm going to present in this video. Now, Monster Hunter XX marks the end of an era for the Monster Hunter franchise, like it or not. And chances are, if you started the Monster Hunter franchise, it was either on the Sony PSP or the Nintendo 3DS. Now, there are a few people that might have started on the Wii or the Wii U, but the bulk of the fan base started with the portable consoles, because there's where the games found their most success. And with XX being on the 3DS and Nintendo Switch, it's kind of marking the end of that portable era, as I would like to call it. And with the end of this era, something that people have been wanting for years is finally happening. That Monster Hunter is being put over to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, where they won't have to deal with the portable hardware limitations that Monster Hunter has had to deal with in the past. And because of this, they're putting their expectations way too high. They're really drunk on the possibilities of what the Monster Hunter team could do with these new powerful consoles, forgetting that they have to take the good and the bad for them abandoning the portable consoles, because now Capcom's gonna do Capcom on this new game. And if you don't know, Capcom pretty much nickels and dimes their fans for basic features. And when it comes to innovation, Capcom's more worried about making a buck instead of trying to, I don't know, innovate any of the games that they come out with. And there's plenty of evidence for that. Now, if there's one thing I can tell you about Capcom, is that Capcom knows how to milk their fans. They're really excellent at it. And with this new era that Monster Hunter World is creating on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, it's not necessarily free from some of the shitty stuff that we have to deal with on this era of gaming right now. And as such, it's not absurd to say that this new era of Monster Hunter could also include paid armors and weapons. Now, not too long ago, Capcom said that Monster Hunter World DLC would be free. And of course, people blindly believe what Capcom has to say. And honestly, I don't even know why at this point, because they just aren't all that truthful. Such as when Street Fighter V was coming out, and they had their beta, and then when they made a new trailer, they had removed something. They pretty much took out Rainbow Mika's butt slap, for reasons, and they were claiming because they wanted Street Fighter V to get a T rating and be family friendly. However, if that was the case, then why is this character in the game?
Boom! That's how you start the fight and finish it quickly!
And also, why is it that for their second season of DLC characters, that she is doing this?
Have you considered your destiny? Do you believe in fate? I sense nervous energy. Behold your future! I shall present your prophecy! You already know that! Master! I really did it!
Menot wins.
So clearly, the whole family-friendly franchise thing that they were claiming when they censored Rainbow Mika's butt slap was bullshit. It was a lie. And Capcom lies a lot to their fans. Kind of like, I'm pretty sure people are about to be salty because Capcom claimed that there wouldn't be no super version of Street Fighter V. So no Super Street Fighter V, no Ultra Street Fighter V, yet apparently there's supposed to be a Street Fighter V Arcade Edition coming out. So I can only imagine how those people feel that supported Capcom, trusting in what they were saying. And the whole free DLC thing for Monster Hunter World kind of reminded me of what they said when Street Fighter V DLC would be free, and that you can earn it in-game with fight money. What they didn't say was that some of the stuff could be purchased with fight money, and the premium costumes and such as the base ones that are in the game, the ones that come out for Halloween or for Christmas, those you have to use real money to pay for. And Capcom seem to be prioritizing milking their fans for DLC costumes instead of, like, I don't know, fixing the game. However, you have to admit that people are really too hyped right now in order to read between the lines. And that's kind of why I make these videos, because I don't see anybody else doing it. And if you look at the interview with Polygon, Capcom said free DLC quests. Capcom did not say free DLC. And when I went to go pre-order Monster Hunter, when you look at the little pre-order incentives to get you to get the game, you kind of see where the DLC might be heading, with the gestures, stickers, face paint, and hairstyles. So there's your quote-unquote free DLC. Because if this was truly quote-unquote free DLC, it wouldn't be a pre-order incentive. Because if you look at Capcom's history, whatever they offer as a pre-order bonus, Capcom does not mind selling to you as DLC later. Whatever Capcom offers as a pre-order bonus is behind a paywall, and Capcom does not mind selling you that DLC later. And for evidence of this, look to DMC Devil May Cry, where those who pre-ordered DMC Devil May Cry got access to Virgil's Downfall. Those who didn't pre-order it, well, guess what? They can still get it if they paid $8.99 for it, because it was in the PlayStation Store along with the other little cosmetic things like samurai packs or whatever. And what drew a red flag for me is that there were armor sets available as a pre-order bonus. And I'm not counting the samurai set because that's purely cosmetic. You just change the appearance of your armor. But the origin set and the Fairwind Charmer, it's an actual armor set and it's an actual charm from what's been revealed thus far. Now, in the past with Monster Hunter games, when you pre-order, they didn't give you anything that actually impacted the actual game itself. They'll give you something outside of that. Like they might give you like a theme for your 3DS, or they'll give you like a little pin or something. But they have never given you something that impacted gameplay until now. In which case you get better defense, you get a better attack, and you get a skill. And of course, some of the arguments I could see people saying is that it's like a starter armor, so it's not that big deal since you get it early in the game. Or the skill that they give is crap and it's not like some of the stronger skills that you get later in the game. Or that armor set really won't matter by the time that you get to the end of the game and you have the better sets. But all of these arguments, and the other ones that are like it, fail to answer this basic question. Why is the armor and charm put behind a paywall in the first place? Yes, the armor might not be great. It could be crap. Yes, the skill could be crap. But if that's the case, and it's that easy to get, then why? Why would you put it behind a paywall? I mean, when you played the other Monster Hunter games, they always gave you a charm that gave you auto guard plus 10, so you could have the auto guard skill. Why couldn't they do this with this gathering skill? They have a story mode, why can't they implement it into that? Make it like an optional quest. With the armor set, why give you an actual armor set when another pre-order bonus is a purely cosmetic samurai set to where it just changes the appearance of an armor that you're currently wearing? So why aren't both of these just cosmetic armor sets? Why is one of these an actual armor set? That doesn't make sense to me. And the reason why I think Capcom did this is because there's about to be a pretty huge new player base that is coming up. And they are going to be new to Monster Hunter, and they might be wanting to, I don't know, sweeten the deal for themselves by selling them some stuff. Because whatever Capcom offers as a pre-order bonus, Capcom does not mind selling it to you as DLC later. In Street Fighter V, you pre-order, you got these premium costumes depending on where you pre-order from. Capcom sells all those premium costumes to you. And what people have failed to realize is that the times have changed. And now gamers don't have as much time as they used to in the past. Some of them have grown up, some of them have families, jobs, etc. And that can be pretty much summed up with this little graphic here that you can pause if you don't actually see what it says. And companies know this, and in order to save people time, they sometimes sell things to them. And Capcom has a little history doing this on the PlayStation 4, and you can look at Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition for this. For those of you unaware of how Devil May Cry's items work, I'm going to give like a short explanation about them. So those blue faces priced at 99 cents, 149, and 2.99, those are blue orbs. Blue orbs are used to increase your overall health bar in Devil May Cry. And in game, you'll find them in fragments of 4, so you have to look on the stages to find them. You collect 4, it's 1 blue orb, which you'd pay 99 cents for if you were to buy it. And you can also get them by buying them via the red orbs that you just get from killing enemies. Alright, Proud Souls, they're selling them for $2.99. You get Proud Souls just by killing enemies in game. And Proud Souls are used to upgrade your moveset and your move list or whatever. Make your attacks more powerful and unlock more abilities. And they're selling them to you literally for $2.99. Red orbs you get for just killing enemies or breaking barrels and stuff. They're selling them to you for $1.99 here. Now here's where we get into like the gameplay-ish stuff more so. Now, if you clear certain conditions in Devil May Cry, you unlock like a super mode, if you will. And this is like a super character that has unlimited devil trigger, so it allows you to pretty much be super hacks. And normally you have to beat the game on Dante Must Die in order to unlock it, but here they're selling that to you for $4.99. Now the little costume pack with Lady and Trish, there's costumes. Capcom always sells costumes, so that's expected. And lastly, for $1.49, they sell you unlock all modes. So pretty much don't play your game, pay us $1.50, and we'll unlock everything for you. And this is from a single player game. And there you go. This is what they did with Devil May Cry 4, a game that came out in 2008, brought it back, put special edition on there, and started selling you advantages that you can get. So pretty much, I don't know if that's pay to win, pay to progress, whatever you call it, but you're paying actual money from your pocket in order to get an edge in a game. So what you really should be asking yourself is that if Capcom didn't mind adding a pay-to-win aspect to a game from 2008, what makes you think that they wouldn't add that aspect to Monster Hunter World that's coming out in 2018? I mean, you have to remember that they don't just come up with these pre-order bonuses just out of the blue. They likely had meetings, they likely talked about it. And their final decision was to give you the Samurai set, which is purely cosmetic, that just changes the appearance of your armor, and also give you an actual armor set that you can get in-game, as well as a charm with a skill. Why they would do this? I can't tell you, I wasn't at the meeting. But it does seem like it's setting up for the future of them maybe selling armor sets to people. And I know some of you guys might be like, well, nobody would buy the sets. I mean, who would pay not to play their game? And the answer is a lot of people, because that's very common nowadays in gaming. Very much common. So I would imagine it would be similar to the whole hacker situation on the handhelds, where you have a bunch of hackers who just, they use power saves and they don't even go through the game. They just use someone else's save data, get all the armors, all the weapons, and then slowly progress through the game. Does this mean that the people that, you know, cheat, use power saves or whatever, action replays, or the people that potentially buy armors in Monster Hunter are going to be better than the people that don't? Well, no. I mean, Monster Hunter is a game about skill. You know, it's your journey from starting at low rank and moving your way up and slowly getting better and getting better armor as you go. But I would imagine that some people won't be comfortable with the idea that while they're trying to bust their ass and get armor sets, that some person is just paying for them. Kind of cheapens the whole experience, I guess, for them. I mean, for me, it's like, whatever, but I really just made this so I could show you guys that were saying that Monster Hunter would never go free, that Monster Hunter would never go pay to win, that it's very much possible for Monster Hunter to do so, and that they might be in the process of doing that right now, but you're just too blinded by hype to see it and or admit it. Or I could be full of shit. Who knows? You know, I'm just a guy on the internet.